I'm back with the Zinnia Demo 3. Yesterday, I put in more of the colors in the back, the background that were damp. I just lightly, well, I put in heavy color, but I just dropped it in on the wet paper and let it spread itself. I realize I still am going to darken this even more, and I'll do that now with shadow green and shadow, which makes a really nice, really dark color. Let's go around there. I dampened this a bit, and I'm going to let that flow a little bit into the background more. Paint out a little bit more. I hope my hand's not in the way here. Okay, that's really strong, but it, of course, as we know, it's watercolor, it's going to dry lighter. But it should stay relatively dark. I'm going to touch some places here that are still need to be darker. Okay. All right. Now, for now, I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to do some spattering. And for that, I want to put, I would suggest you wait until that dries, but, you know, I can never wait on things. So I'm going to cover this flower right there. And then I'm going to start spattering with several colors. It might be burnt sienna. We'll try that first. Tapping the brush on the handle of another brush works really well. So I've covered the flower, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't care about this part necessarily. I don't care about that pot because it's going to be darker anyway. And also just to use what we use often in class is to use a toothbrush and spattering. Load the toothbrush, hold it with your thumb and pull your thumb down and let that spatter. It's just like what you did in probably kindergarten. But this is fine art. All right. So what we want to do is get a lot of texture on this. Now I've gone to raw sienna, and it's still texture, so if I have that big water spot, I don't care. Looks like dirt, doesn't it? I'm just putting in some water here to let some of the little spatters move around a bit, soften them. You can go back and add more. You can do this multiple times until you get it the way you want it. I wouldn't overdo that it gets so dark that you have nowhere else to go with it. I'm going to spatter a little more here. I'd suggest you not wear your best Sunday clothes. Okay. Have fun with this. Don't worry about it. Just don't overdo it. Okay. All right, so we're 5 minutes into this. Let me start with this container, this flower pot. What I'm going to try to do first is put some dry brush over this area because there's some white dirt on it. And hopefully this will, I'll be able to do this, and hopefully you'll be able to see that when I'm doing it. Let's see. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to drag it over the pot. Scrub it a little bit. And what I want to do is just go over the tooth of the paper. Right now you probably can't see anything, but it will start. Okay. There's really some little dots in there. Looks like white dirt is left on this pot. Okay, so this would be that right there for a start. There again, let this dry before you start working on the pot, because if you touch, of course, you know, if you touch the wet paint to this part and it's wet, it's going to just blossom everywhere. But you know, I never listen to myself when I'm talking, so it's very, very dark under the lip of that. I'm going to leave a tiny little white edge on this flower pot. And then picking up, let's see here. Let's do, I'm sorry, but I don't have this color labeled on my palette. But it's the same color, I think it's the same one I used on the trowel. So, dark. Not quite as dark as what I just put on. I'm dabbing my brush. I'm getting just water now. There's hardly any water on the brush. I want to just bring it into that place that I dry brushed. Can't get too close to that edge or I'll run into the wet paint. This is just the beginning. I hope you can see this. Now I'm going to go really dark inside. And you all should have this picture to go by, to look at home, the color picture. If you don't, I'll send you another one. Getting off. I'm going to leave the highlight on the rim of this. Sorry, I just hit the brush on the edge of the table and spattered paint everywhere. Don't laugh, you do it too all the time. Okay, I changed my blue to more, I believe it's ultramarine that I picked up. Dry brush through here a little bit more. Now you can see what's happening with the dry brush, I think, hopefully. All right, let's stop for now, and we'll clean all this up next time. Get that off. Make sure to save your flour there before you spatter it all. Okay? Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed it.